Welcome back to Balaura's podcast. Well, as you can see, I have cried a little of joy, obviously, because we just exiting our premiere. Wow, it was and it is such a mixture of emotions. People are still putting their emotion in our box. We have prepared a special box for emotions of the public to let us know how they feel after this powerful show. And we still have Aurora music on the background with the blade right now. So as you already know, I'm accompanied by my good friends Jørgen and Marius.
You have your boys with you.
I have the boys with me from Norway, so I always have boys from Norway with me. And what do you think? Not necessarily what do you think, but how do you feel about what you have experienced today?
I feel uplifted, especially to see the intermingling of the girls that are dancing, how it mixes into the storytelling, and there are some very powerful images when the girls are lifting the main character in a way, the small girl, and you have this sisterhood where they're just holding her up. And so it's there's a lot of care, and even if there's a lot of loneliness also in the play, it comes out with a lot of pride and strength. So I feel uplifted.
You, Jørgen?
I think it was amazing. I feel like it's a revelation. We have worked on it now for months, and just to see, not only, because we have been working on violence against women for many, many years together. So just not only to see that we are working on the sad stuff, the painful and painful experiences of the women and of the families. Now we certainly see also the beauty that it can transform into. And for me, this is just, it's a very, 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 very beautiful thing to see, and see the girls dancing together with the actors, acting out the stories of the women. I think we have to say it's a success.
And also, I don't know if you have noticed, the women who have cried in the fifth row, they were some of the women who wrote the stories in the book you have there, actually. And so they didn't want to, present themselves because they are not ready yet to be public about it. But I think for them it was extremely important that we heard them. We succeed to, in a way, put on paper, and obviously we'll put it also online, their lives. So their lives and the challenge they have, and how inspiring can be for many other women. Yeah. I think in the room. I think we start with the book. We start with Aurora's book, What Happened to the Heart, and we finish with our book, Emotional Treasure Box. Yeah. And I think it's something important. Last thought for our audience regarding following us on the future endeavors. What are you thinking? What are your...
I would just say, I like, that in a way we put this taboo, which is still a taboo in many areas of the society, we put this taboo on the stage, which means that we don't want it as a taboo. We don't want it hidden. We don't only want stories told in closed circles. We put it on stage, and for me that's wonderful, We put it out there for the audience, for the people, for everybody to see. And I think that's necessary. If we shall succeed in stopping violence, we need to put it out there.
And also I saw, communication with the audience on the stories, on the fact that probably we had there in the room a lot of women and girls who have this in their lives. So right now, this is a little bit frightening, and I think it's a huge responsibility in terms of how to support them next, how to be there for them after shaking a little bit the world in which we are living right now, I think. So I was sorry, interrupting you as always. Yeah. So what do you think will be next? Because you have more experience than us on the cultural.
No, but as you say, if there is one person in the room who, from this experience, go out and change something, may go out and say, maybe, no, now I have to go and ask for help, or now I have to go and ask for help for my mother or my sister or my friend. That's enough, like if you can spark one change, and I think maybe even 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, but it, as Jørgen said, that it's up there, that makes it one step less a taboo.
So
I think it's also important to say that the cooperation here has been different from what we have been doing earlier. We have been working with artists, with dancers, with directors, with a huge team that you for the first time have put together. For the first time I put together to do something together. And I feel honored to be a part of it. I really feel honored to be a part of it, Laura, and see how these different people just, find their way and do their stuff, and suddenly it's a beautiful thing. It is.
Yeah, and we have amazing people. I never did a thing like that before, and so I saw on the screen in the past, on the screen of the movies, like all that people falling down on the screen, like scenarist, director, screenplayer, and so on. And for the first time in my life, now I know what they are doing. So it was so. I feel so much respect for all the work they are going through and all the work they are putting together to harmonize themselves. Because also it was two worlds colliding, yes, not colliding necessarily, but we have dance and theater, and they were, at the beginning, they were quite different teams, like we have the girls from ballet school, and we have the actors, and interconnecting these two worlds in a way which makes sense. I think it adds something beautiful and something special to what we have.
Actually, I think we are soon ready for a palinka.
Yeah.
To say cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers to you. Congratulations to everybody.
We will have.
And cheers to you. That
we
started
are just
it,
waiting to finish this because
you are the queen of the show.
No, but we are waiting to go together and everybody have a drink, and with all our friends here filming, putting everything together, and we thank you all for your support. And I don't know what future will bring us. We hope to have amazing projects like this.
We'll build it up.
And so we'll see how it goes. Thank you everyone for going with us in this story. Have a good evening.